Yeah, I have to pause that if I'm going to do this. I wasn't going to mad science hour this, but what the hell? It's like 1 in the morning. Late? It's late. It's late. There's no clock there. And I built something a while ago for the road trip we took, which I can't publish that video because my friends think they're all going to go to prison, and it's probably correct. There was quite a bit of speeding in that. But, this is a 24-inch light bar. It's cheap. It's like $40 for one of these now. Well, you get like the rigid ones, and they're expensive as fuck. This is just as bright as the rigid ones. Maybe you can't cut them in half, but it comes with exposed leads on the end of a little thing, and then, you know, brackets here, these brackets. And I think it even hangs some bolts and nuts, and that's it. And I actually I bought this way before that. I bought this a year ago, over a year ago. Sent it to my friend with an M3 because we were driving cross country to Denver, and I'm like, put this in the car, man. Trust me, when it's dark, you're gonna want it because I have the 50-inch one of my Corolla, and he couldn't get it to go in his car because his car is all shitty plastic, as was proved on that trip when my friend with the Ford F-150 rear-ended him. It was fun. It's all fine and dandy. One of 96 in the country. Just rear-end that shit. All right. So basically, he couldn't mount this to his BMW, and I put it back in my bedroom after he brought it back. Like, yeah, I don't know yet. So I'm like, well, I don't want to mount it to my Corolla again. I want to mount it to any car, really. But I want to be able to use it, because it's useless, just being this. So, all right, what if I got those suction cup things, you know, from the shower? I have like 12 of these in my shower, because why not? These are the Harbor Freight ones. I'll find something on Amazon, or I'll definitely link this in the description. But okay, so these are the Harbor Freight suction cups that, you know, you get the little, like, you put them down, you go, and they stick. And when we went on that drive, IT Man was able to wire it into his car because I didn't have the correct thing and there was going to be a fire. That's a whole other story. But the point is, we suction cup this down to his roof. It mounts like this. Boom, boom. And, you know, it sits on top of your roof and just shines fucking out. And I put a little wire. Actually, this is a brown 16 gauge, which is all I could find. And here's an old power switch for a computer, and I wired it up so it was because you have to be able to, you gotta be able to shut it off. Turning on and off real fast is what allows you to use this on, like, the road. If you ever hit someone in the eye with this, driving the other direction, I would feel bad, and they should call the cops on you. So having it, like, driving is, like, off, on is fine. But the problem was, we drove it during the day, and we weren't going to hit nighttime till the nighttime, but we had it on his car, and one at a time, the suction cups let go, until this thing was, like, sideways on his roof, and we're doing, like, 50 miles an hour. I'm like, fuck, pull over, walkie-talkies, pull over. And we fixed it twice, and we realized, all right, this is not going to stay, and we just put it back in the car. And that was a combination of, these aren't the greatest suction cups as man has ever seen. They don't even have, like, a lot of that suction cup shape. But it was also, his car was dirty, and, you know, we wiped it, but it wasn't perfect, so it didn't get a perfect seal, and the sun and the vibration, and, you know, they're not that great. So I just yanked it all apart to do two things. First thing I did is, here's the hole I drilled for the bolt, and it goes up like that, and it was just a hole here, but then I realized that the shape of his roof was more curved than I was planning on have it be. So the suction cups sort of went down, but they didn't match the roof. They needed to be able to twist. So what I just did is cut that hole in the top as a big slot, so now it will at least get a bit more of a twist going on when you do that. Which way did I have these? I had these the other way around. Yes, like that. Yeah. I'll put one back together for you. Thread it up. And then it was just... Did I have this way? I want to make it so that it... Yeah. Actually that... Which way will tilt more? I think it'll be fine. Alright. These requires me to get the wrench and shit to do it. But the, you know, that's the basic premise of how it's assembled. One of these. Did I have them? No, wait, I'm wrong. I knew I was wrong. I've been wrong before, and it's late, and I shouldn't be filming. Yeah, I didn't want it to be up that high, so what I did instead was, this went like that. Yeah. Yeah, now we're talking. So there's nothing there. This went here. Then this went... You cunt. Always say those sort of words when you're working, because it makes you feel better about the failings you've done. So that's backwards now. Does that actually twist more that way? Yeah, I guess it does. And then I had washer. And then I had bolt. I just took this apart, so I should remember that. So there, that's a little more low profile instead of it being way up top. And to solve, so that's going to solve a lot of the problem where it was popping off because it wasn't angled. But trying to avoid making this an expensive build, which I have. I bought this, and I cannot separate this extra fuse. Oh God. Maybe I'll do a mad science hour where I grease my chair. Here's an extra fuse because I couldn't find a cigarette lighter except for one for like charging a phone, and I ripped it apart and I tried to rewire it with heavier gauge wire, and gas brake dip plugged it into his Buick, and he turned the light on and went, wow, this light looks great. Then smoke shut out of this. So this is a heavy duty one that's rated for like 12 amps. So that's gonna get wired into the end of it, possibly not even on camera, because I'm just gonna cut that and wire it, and you guys can figure that shit out. And if you bought this and this, you could just do the same thing. And if you don't want to put a switch on it, well, you could be real lazy and just wire it into the end. But the big thing that I purchased that's going to help this out, it's currently attached to my refrigerator. No, I didn't attach to my refrigerator. Where the hell did I put them? Oh God, are they in my bedroom already? There they are. They're on the windowsill. Yeah, these cost more than the light. Neodymium ring magnets. Put away things that are sharp while the magnets are present. And I took measurements. I pulled one of these apart. Oh crap. That's my chair giving way. Be careful with them, they're fragile. Oh God. Holy fuck. There's metal under the table. And basically what these are going to do is I'm going to put them there. Look how perfect that is. And then reassemble it. So the suction cups will be basically not required to hold the light onto the car anymore. You'll still, clip them on, but that magnet is gonna, 4 of these magnets, these were like $14 a piece, by the way, $12 a piece. They're not cheap, but you're basically able to now stick this fucking thing to the underside of the car, just to the frame, and it's just gonna go magnet, and that's it. So the rubber should prevent any scuffing on the paint. You wouldn't want to put a magnet directly on the paint of any car, no matter how crap it is. But the rubber should protect that. Where's that metal? I'm afraid. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I was considering if I needed to glue this in place, but the housing should. I'll reassemble one of these. That goes there. And you need one of these little slidey bitches. And then you need there's little pegs that are all bent out of shape from being under constant stress. You thumb this up, slide that in place. Is that how you slide that in place? Yeah. And you'll just be able to see where it needs to go. Right there. Oh. It's extra hard to push all of a sudden. Now I should be able to get this, unless the magnet is actually preventing it from going up. That could be the case. All your might, Zeus. All my might's not working. I may have hit a snag. Yeah, I think what's happening now is the magnet, oh God, is preventing me from pushing this up high enough to get through that hole. Yeah, it's just being a bitch. So when I pause the video now, I've explained myself, and now I have to stare at it in absolute silence until I figure out how to. I guess if I pushed it if I put it down on something really hard and just push this up, because that's what's doing it. It's just, it needs to be up that high, then reassembled, and then once it's there, it'll just flop down and be normal. Because it does fit. Magnet, the spring's not in it. I should not need to do anything else to it. How high can I get it? Oh, yeah, I'll get it up there. Alright, so it's just a matter of doing this in the right order. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reassemble all these with the magnets in them and then turn my camera back on. Okay. Maybe I'm wasting my young years. Now, here's a 12 volt Zippy 5K battery, which I happen to have the tip on anyway because I bought a bunch of these for other projects and soldered one on a long time ago. So let's go take this in the kitchen, where the refrigerator should act as a good substitute for a car roof. This one isn't quite tight, but I don't want to tighten it too much. What do I also have that's metal and big? Nothing really. So let's try sticking it without any suction. Oh yeah. That's there. That's fucking there. So let's add the suction to it. Oh, I yanked it off. Interesting. Hold on. So she's not suctioning on, but the magnets are just holding it, as I blatantly can see. Oh, fuck. Did I mention this was like $40? Sorry, Chewbacca. Headphones. I'd say that's a success. So the magnets combined with an actual, yeah, because it won't suction to this material because it's got all the texture in it. So you clean the car, you suction this down with the magnets. The magnets hold the suction cups in place also and acts as a what's it called? So what are we looking at project-wise? I think these are like $8 a piece. That's $16. Nuts and bolts, $2. This was $40. I've already lost count. This was $40, and the magnets were like $45, and those things are $12. Then the wire was like $8 or $9, and then if you got to get a switch, you know, that's up to you. You can just have it so you plug it into the cigarette lighter and it's on. Should cook with this. Like my Berserk art. Found this on Etsy. Someone in Poland prints that out and sends it to you. It's very good. Nice. I gotta get a frame for it and put it somewhere else. Yeah, this is a good magnet. Magnets are good. I have nothing else to stick it to. Damn. Deep fryer.